Aquarius, how are you? If you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is, yes, your weekly reading. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that roles could be reversing between energies. And with this said, let's move forward. I always say I run all day, so just know this is entirely general. Feel free to take really whatever the heck you want, okay? So with this said, let's do this. So we got the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. We got fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I do feel right here that there is problems. I feel like this could be in your family. I feel like there is like constant input in your life. I feel like a lot of people have a lot to say about your life. I do feel like there's a sense of like feeling trapped in your own home if you live with family members and you are considering moving out because you are in a way, shape or form, it's a toxic environment. If it's not a family, this could also be a workplace that's very toxic and you are tired. You feel like these people, if it's home or if it's work, they're dimming your light. You feel like they're taking away the little light that you have. It's like you have a candle and you are trying so hard to continue moving forward. You're trying so hard to do the best for yourself. And these people, family members or workers, are trying to take away the light. And you're like, you know, I can't do with this anymore. And at this point, you're not even caring about the relationships or even the money. You just want mental health to be at peace. You want your mental health to be at peace. I do feel right here that you feel that you are not understood. You feel like no matter how much you explain it to somebody, they seem to like disregard everything you said, and you feel that, I don't know, ignored or misunderstood. And I want to tell you something that I learned the hard way, boo gaga, is that when people are convinced that you are in the wrong, boo-boo, no matter how well you explain, no matter if you even have freaking evidence, they're not going to believe it because they already decided that you were on the wrong. And that is the horrendous thing about the human mind. Sometimes this happens and there's nothing we can do, you know? With the 4 of Swords right here, I do feel that you are going through a lot of stress, anxiety, perhaps depression. And it's not because it's because of where you are right now. I do feel right here that everything seems like there's no point. You feel like you're not going to achieve anything. But I want you to know that there's a big prize in the future. I don't want you to give up. If you were to move forward confidently, you're not only going to achieve everything you want, but also you're going to achieve that peace of mind. Now, with the Tower right here, Scorpio energy, when you do that, and perhaps you may need to cut some people off, right? They're not going to be happy when you cut them off. Why? Because people sometimes like controlling other people's life because they can't control their own. Some people decided to live based on somebody else's expectations and they expect everybody else's to do the same. I'm going to tell you something real quick. You owe shit to nobody. You don't owe nothing. You don't owe nothing to nobody. What they decided on their life was their own decision. You were not there. You did not force it, right? They made it because they thought it was the best for them, and you are doing what you need to do for your own good, for your own mind, right? You don't owe nothing to nobody. You owe everything to yourself and to whoever comes into your life, because it's the life you're going to create with you and whoever you create it with, okay? That's why people don't like me as a tarot reader, because when they say, oh, you need to, I don't owe nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect me, I don't owe you respect. You know, if you are criticizing me, I don't owe you the same. I'm going to do whatever I want because I owe everything to myself. And I want you to know, of course, that it's the same for you. You owe everything to yourself. Now, I do feel that if you move out or if you find a new job, you're going to find peace. You're going to be such a peace. You're going to be having all the time of the world to be on your phone, to watch your shows, to do everything or nothing, because you are stressed out beyond belief. I do feel right here that whenever you do this, they're going to try to reach out to you and social media. Block them. block them. Because I feel like, again, people who have no control over their life want to control others. And when they see others are taking control of their own life and they're not letting them, they're going to try to bother you in a way to perform. You need to see things in a different perspective. Sometimes we are the ones who have to break the patterns of abuse, of narcissistic families, narcissistic environments. And sometimes doing the best thing for ourselves doesn't always the best for others. Keep in mind that you don't owe nothing again to anybody, let alone a company that has put you in the dirt. At this point, I feel that whenever you put yourself first and you change jobs or you move out, they're going to try to reach out to you and trying to tell you that how wrong this is. What is wrong is to not let you live your life, or to treat you like garbage and then realize your worth once you're not there. Mental health is important, boo boo gaga. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse right here, I do feel like some of you have big dreams of working differently, and I feel like this is not supported by some family members. Some of you could have an OF. Some of you want to do other things with your life, and these people don't consider it a career. But what I say to people is something that they get mad at me. If it pays my bills, if it's taxed, it's a career. Just because you're incapable of doing doesn't mean I am the same way. And this is the same answer you got to give to whoever. I do feel right here that you have worked for a long time for that job or for that family, and you have sacrificed a lot, and I feel it hasn't paid off for you. And I do feel like you, because you're no longer wanting to work like that or live like that, does not make you a bad person. I feel you're making decisions for yourself and you owe nothing to anybody but yourself. I do feel with the Nine of Wands right here, take that leap of faith and go. Take the leap of faith and do. Of course, when we move and we do things as the human world that we live in, you need to make moves who are consciously, right? You need to do it correctly. But I do feel that things could go way better if you move forward. If you make decisions into applying for a new job, if you make decisions to move out, to find a roommate, to find a cheaper place, I do feel like if you were to move forward, you're going to live your true life and you're going to live at peace. With the Eight of Cups right here, I do see that you are conflicted by making this decision, right? Because you do have feelings for the family, or perhaps this could be a relationship, or perhaps this could be, it's just like you saying, you know what, I've been here for so long. Maybe how many years you've been in that company, and how many years have you been unhappy? What makes you think another year is going to be different? You're just afraid of taking the leap of faith. You're just afraid of change. Keep in mind that everything in life that we do brings consequences. Okay, but I cannot promise you that there's not going to be consequences, because there is. And that's why I always say, hey, do things consciously. Do things responsibly, because everything brings consequences. But the only consequences that are actually worth it are the ones that you made yourself for your own good, and the ones that you think about and you say, you know what, I will do the same thing over and over and over. Those are the consequences that are worth it. Yes, moving out is not going to be praised, right? Maybe the career of your choice is not going to be praised by the people that you think, which is family or friends. But keep in mind that even though that maybe your religion is not going to be the one praised for the people that you care, you know who's going to be praising that? Yourself, your future self, your bloodline, your ancestors. You should be done breaking your own back, breaking your own heart, breaking your own happiness for somebody else. And keep in mind, when you are unhappy, people notice. You know people notice when you're unhappy? Even in a relationship, when you beg and beg to be treated with freaking respect, and this MF of a spouse decides not to give you the respect you so begged, do you know that they're capable of giving you respect? Do you know that they notice your unhappiness? Do you know that they're hurting you? But they just don't care because it's not them. Human minds don't tend to care sometimes when they are receiving what they want from us. Some people are give and take, others are not. And the people who defend bad behavior is because those behaviors represent them. And those are the people that you need to stay away from and not take advice from. Because people who defend injustice, abuse, disrespect are people who are clearly defending what represents them, and you need to be very aware of that. But keep in mind, when you are unhappy, when you are mistreated, when you are treated very badly, people know. Some people will care, some people won't. And then when you say, you know what, it's enough, I need to stand up for myself, enough is enough, they get mad because they're no longer getting away with the things they used to get away from, or with your, whenever you allow this to happen. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse right here, it's not your responsibility to make everybody happy but yourself. If people cannot see that your decisions make you happy, then they don't deserve to be in your life. You owe nothing to nobody but yourself. People who gaslight to make you feel bad, they don't deserve to be in your life, and it's better off to be away from them. And it hurts like hell to stay away from people that we care for. And it's lonely as hell when we decide to break the pattern of abuse, of changing some things in our life. It hurts because we feel alone. Because at one point you believed that being around those people was everything. They actually enabled that idea and to make you believe that you wouldn't make it on your own. The same thing, the jobs keep in your mind that that's all you can achieve, that you can achieve more. Put yourself into test. Test yourself and try to find other jobs to see how far you can fly. Do what I told you consciously when it comes to finding your happiness elsewhere, and you'll see that sometimes solitude feels more warm than being around people who make you feel like nothing. Three of Swords. See these people paint you like the ogre just because you are no longer a puppet. And it breaks your heart to break those connections. And it's scary. But you owe to yourself to achieve more. Two of Wands right here. You have tried your best to always stay on two different lanes. But you don't feel happy. You don't feel like yourself. It's because you're not nurturing yourself. Sometimes the Hermit mode, Virgo energy, solitude brings you what you need. You're going to find people who support you. You're going to find your Ten of Cups, which is your happiness, your home, your shelter, your sanctuary. Sometimes walking away from something allows you to find your happy ever after. But until then, you're going to feel lost. You're not going to feel happy. You're not going to be in the Empress energy. You're not going to chase. You're going to not chase or attract. You're going to be in limbo. It's time for you to fulfill your cup and make those decisions. Because sometimes when you think, oh, nobody's going to support me, the world or the support comes from other places. The sun is always there. There's a new beginning elsewhere. There is an innocence. There is peace coming elsewhere. Look, this is the idea, the opportunity of a lifetime. There's no more setbacks into Star Aquarius energy, making you happy. You need to put yourself first. Now, are we going to do it? That's on you, Bubugada. But if this is a relationship or so, whatever this is, you deserve it. You deserve to be happy. And if the people you tell don't agree with it, then you need to walk away from them. That's all I'm going to say for you, boo-boo. Before I go, I'm going to give you two cards. I'm going to give you an angel's number with a message and a crystal that may help you with the situation, okay? 999, release. And it says, endings are new beginnings in disguise. An ending symbolizes the closure of one door and the opening of another. The whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It is in the release where the magic happens. And then at the bottom we got 555, change. Change happens outside your comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and to learn how to walk it. Take the next step. Allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. Straightforward. Let me give you a crystal and what their uses are. Can I get a card, please, and thank you? Thank you so much, Mother. We got this crystal. I'm going to spell it for you. It's RHYOLITE. The ancient stone can induce very deep and introspective meditations. It could help you explore your past lives. Gaining strength and self-esteem from this stone allows you to look back with an understanding and acceptance of the choices you made. So this, guys, is the end of your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And please, 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 if you follow me on Instagram, I always follow back. I have a giveaway going on Instagram. I also have a TikTok that I do small readings over there. If you want to follow me on TikTok, description box below you'll be able to find the link. I also have a small group on Facebook for those who don't have Instagram, of course. I also have a website for personal readings. Description box below is going to be the one to go to find the website. I want to remind you that I am closed all the way to June 8th for all the services. I only open on May 11th for a small service that you will find right away. Also, what else? I have an upcoming project on my Patreon. I'm going to be offering tarot reading classes. I am yet to work on it because time is something that I don't have a lot, so give me a break. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if you want to check out my storefront, description box below is going to be everything you need to go for everything you need to find. I want to remind you guys that I also have a giveaway going on YouTube. Every time my channel gains 1,000 subscribers, I host a free reading giveaway. Right now, I'm waiting on it because, I'm working on it because I have yet to achieve what I need to achieve, but it'll be happening soon. I want to remind you as well that I do not offer any free readings without any giveaways. I never offer any free services, so please don't reach out to me for that because you're going to get no answer. I also want to remind you that I do not message anybody on any platform for any reason. If you want to book a reading with me, you want to go to the website that I always put here on my website here, which is on my Instagram, I should say. And you can also find the website on my Instagram. It's going to be on the book now button in the bio. So with this said, thank you so much, guys, and have an amazing day.